Hello everyone and welcome back to Wolfenstein, the New Order. We're picking up pretty much right where we left off. Just a couple seconds of cutscene that we missed.
Trouble with my thoughts. They dissipate like a scent on the wind. But it's getting better. Here's what I know. I'm in Poland. A hospital. No, an insane asylum. She's the head nurse. That's her father. Shrink. And her mother. Some type of pharmacist.
What a great game this is.
Place, I reckon.
The storytelling is just immaculate, really.
And sometimes Nazis come. They leave with patients in shackles, like it's Death's Head's personal candy store. Shrink raises hell and all, but in the end he signs. No choice, I suppose. And I've seen all this. Good folks made powerless. I'm alive because of these people.
It's sad because...
better.
Well, I'll talk about it more after the cutscene, because this cutscene is really important, but...
She takes good care of me. She takes care of everyone. She holds this place together. Supposed to be married by now, but hasn't happened.
Wir schließen diese Einrichtung.
Hallo,
Ihre
Anja.
Dienste werden nicht länger benötigt. War kein Grund, mühselig zu werden, Doktor. Sie haben zufriedenstellende Arbeit geleistet. Weitermachen.
No. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck. Oh my god, those are her parents.
Was hier vorgekommen? Offizier bei der Befehlsausführung.
Unser Befehl lautet, nicht die Betreuer zu töten.
Was war mit der hier? Keine Ahnung. Bringt sie in den Keller. Von der Entscheidung.
I forget who Keller is. What's up, fuckhead? Eat shit.
Nazi scum.
Fucking piece of shit. It's fucked because,
Thank you.
I mean, in the 40s, when the Holocaust was happening, this shit was real. Like, and it's important that we acknowledge that, of course. Like, Death's Head, he's supposed to be Hitler's top doctor, which... Death's Head has some serious parallels to a real person. Dr. Joseph Mengele, who, I mean, just did awful things to people. Experiments with Siamese twins, like sewing babies together, like just awful, depraved shit that he would do. He was nicknamed the Angel of Death because of his experiments. Just, it's unbelievable that people allowed it to happen, but I mean, it just makes it all the more important that we acknowledge it, you know? Because if we don't acknowledge it, then it can happen again. Because things like this, things like fascism, these things only happen if we let them. Because fascism as a concept and as an ideology, it breeds off of the people who don't know what it is. And off of people who are incapable of recognizing it. Take Germany, for example. An idea called the hierarchy of needs. I forget who wrote it, but he stated that we prioritize things against each other by how much we might need them. And after World War I, Germany was in like a severe economic depression. I mean, the whole fucking world was, but Germany especially because of the Treaty of Versailles, which forced them to take full responsibility for World War I and pay $33 billion in reparations to other countries. So they went through some pretty serious economic issues for a while, and the whole world did because of like taxes on imported goods and such. But Germany was hit especially hard, and you see the rise of people like Hitler who has previously, at this point, been arrested for an attempted coup in another country, A coup, of course, being an attempted overthrow of a government. And he goes to jail. He writes his book, Mein Kampf, which translates to My Struggle, or My Fight. And he just talks about the need for ethnic cleansing and the purge of all of the people he didn't see fit to exist. It's horrible. And then, because Germany is in a severe economic depression at the time, he runs for chancellor on the promise that... Oh, what the hell is back there? On the promise that he will restore the economy of Germany. And the worst part is, he does. Like, he does everything he promises when he's running. This is the way I progress. I'm gonna go back here and see what this over here is. And he brings Germany out of the economic issues it's going through. And, oh, that's a map. Okay. And then what he does at that point is he just starts indoctrinating people to believe what he believes, because nobody thinks at this point in time that he's a bad guy. Everyone loves Hitler at this point because he saved Germany. And now, of course, everyone is devoted to Hitler. Everyone loves Hitler. So obviously they're not going to say anything. And then, of course, the Nazis come into power, the National Socialist German Party, which they were not fucking socialists, by the way. All of these, like, fascists who came to power claimed to be socialist for whatever reason. None of them were. None of them practiced socialism to any degree. But, the Nazis come into power. They allow for a law to be passed that will allow Hitler to pass any law he wants without any opposition. Which, I mean, we hear that now and we think, holy shit, how could anybody let that happen? You have to remember, we have people like the UN now who exist. At the time, they had the League of Nations, but the League of Nations had previously proven to be a complete failure, especially with other things that were going on at this exact time, like Japan's invasion of Manchuria, which leads to the rape of Nanking, and just like, because it was just really a display that the UN had no power, or the League of Nations had no power. Like, literally, they just went, they talked to Japan. The League of Nations, of course, and the UN now, being a group of nations established together as a group for the purpose of stopping things like the Holocaust from ever happening again. And they go to Japan, or they talk to Japan, and they're like, hey, maybe don't invade China and rape and murder a bunch of people for raw resources. And Japan just said no, and they continued to do it. Now, obviously, the UN has a little bit more leeway to, like, actually make demands, because they're actually doing things about things now. But yeah, at the time, the League of Nations just had no power to stop anybody. Which, of course, just led to fascism popping up all over the place. Well, it technically wasn't even fascism yet. Fascism wasn't until Benito Mussolini around the same time, when he founded the Fascist Party. Mussolini, who viewed democracy almost how Marx viewed capitalism. My apologies, I'm eating. Which is, of course, to say that he thought it was immoral and wrong. Is Blazkowicz, like, really in a condition to be driving right now? How did he get in the back seat? What? Ugh.
Jesteś żołnierzem? Umiesz walczyć? Kim jesteś?
Jestem William J. Blazkowicz, Ranger, Army, USA. I'm sorry, my Polish isn't very good. Are you fit to drive?
Yeah, it's
Where to?
like a running bit that he has no idea how to speak German.
Wherever.
Well, at least everyone's dead, so we don't have any witnesses. Isn't there a guy in the back seat? Yeah, or in the trunk. Yeah, they were like putting a guy in the trunk when I got out there. Oh, that's the guy that like ordered for. Oh, Jesus! How fucking hard did he punch him?
And they grieve for their dead. Such raw sorrow. Can't partake. None would flood oceans. Would drown.
Jesus. It's so fucking edgy.
It's 1960.
1960.
How fucking long was I out?
You've stayed with us for 14 years.
Yeah, 14 years.
It's 1960.
I have to find a way to contact the U.S. military. I gotta find my unit, let them know I'm alive and ready for duty.
There's no more war.
It's over. No more military. No.
The war ain't over. Look at all these Nazis walking around.
They won.
It's over. The Nazis
Jesus.
rule the world now. They are everywhere. Everywhere.
What about the U.S.?
The USA, they, what's the word? Podać się.
Surrenders.
He surrendered.
To be.
Because of
Thank you.
Atom bomb.
They surrendered 12 years ago when
Oh,
Nazi
shit.
atom bombed their country.
Yes.
So this is
Then
in a
I'll find the
universe
resistance.
in
I'll
which
find them and I'll help them fight.
No, no, no.
in which
More
the Nazis developed the atomic bomb before the U.S. does.
Everyone is captured. If they leave,
Which would imply that Albert Einstein never writes his note to Truman.
and who can say where they keep them?
Einstein's letter, of course, being the letter to Truman that the Nazis are trying to develop the atom bomb, and which led to us developing the atom bomb first, which Einstein later recounts near the end of his life to be the worst mistake that he ever made, because of how the bombs were used on Japan.
Working on behalf of Generalstrasse himself. Do you know how much misfortune you are in if you do not release me? There is no point in keeping me here.
Is that so?
I will be very just and fair when dealing with people like you. Do you realize who I am?
I do. You're some asshole with an eye patch. There was a health upgrade in there.
And release me.
No, you know, I don't think I will be releasing you, actually. Now that you mention it, I don't think I'll do that.
Instead, you damned lunatic, that I am superior to people like you.
Did you just call me a retard? What, I just didn't have him restrained? I can say retard, by the way. Like, just throwing that out there. I have autism. It's a word I'm allowed to say.
Let me tell you how this is gonna work. I'm gonna ask you one question. You are gonna answer that question in a way I find satisfactory, and if you do not, I will saw your head off with this here appliance, you hear me? So here it comes. Where are you people keeping the captured resistance fighters?
I'm sure. I don't know what you're talking about. There is no resistance.
Brum.
Zur Hölle mit dir und deinem verdammten Widerstand!
Oh.
What do you want to know? The resistance fighters, where are they? Berlin, Eisenwald, Preußen.
Preisen.
But you'll never make it there. Checkpoints everywhere. Looking for you and the nurse. And soon they will find this place. And then you will be on your knees!
Fucking kill him anyway, yeah.
No, gotowy. Jesteś przystojny chłop, panie Waskowicz. Nie taki przystojny jak ja, ale nieźle. Pilnuj jej.
At least now he's got a badass scar across the side of his head.
Albo ja cię znajdę i zrobię ci krzywdę.
To be fair, he also lost 14 years of his life, but... Man, 14 years, that is only 2 less years than I've been alive for. That's crazy.
We ask for your mercy, Lord, as we make the journey across dark waters. Grant us sound feet and silent breath. Refuge from the storm.
Alright, going to Berlin.
And safe passage amidst hungry wolves.
Jesus!
Take my hand.
Already?
The road is not safe. You kill the Nazis. Here, I stay with
No more resistance, huh?
We wait for you here.
Realistically, it makes sense that the Nazis wouldn't really care about a gunshot going off. That would happen like all the fucking time. Anyway, this is going to be where we leave off this video, and in the next episode we will be infiltrating Eisenwald Prison. Just calm down, man. Next episode. Anyway, that's going to be all for today. Bye-bye.